What's up guys, Bearded Jeeper here, and today I'm giving you an update on Project No Name. So the first update I want to give you guys is that it starts sometimes, so let's see if she starts right now. Let's see what happens. Nope. No luck. Alright, so we got a brand new Optima yellow top battery. So she's got power. I had to redo this terminal because the old one was actually cracked right in the metal, like right here. Just completely cracked off, so I wanted to make sure I had a proper connection. I think when you guys saw it last time, it had a radiator on it. So that's the radiator. Took off the AC condenser. Not gonna have AC. I'm actually gonna hook up the AC condenser to be a onboard air setup. So that'll be handy. And I don't really need air conditioning on the trail. That's what windows are for, right? Let's see. So we got the new serpentine belt on. Found out it didn't have a map sensor, replaced that, and got all the hoses hooked up. The radiator's filled with water for right now. And the main reason she wouldn't crank before is, I don't know if you can see down in there, but on the starter, there's that little connector right there. That wasn't connected to the starter, so that's why she wasn't cranking. So now she cranks, but she doesn't always want to start. Now I've replaced the crankshaft position sensor, and I mean, it was one off Amazon for like 15 bucks because I really didn't want to pay 60 bucks for one, but I'm wondering if that's the culprit now because I'm not getting spark. It has started a couple of times, but I'm thinking that just may be kind of luck of the draw kind of thing, and it just might have started on its own. And so I'm not sure about that, but we got the spark plugs and everything back in, and it should start. So the thing I keep going back to is that cheap crank position sensor. I did a test that I found online. I think Bleepin' Jeep did the video on it, and I tested the crank position sensor, and it seemed to pass, but it still just doesn't want to start. I'm not sure if something else is wrong. I've tried probing the connection to the ignition coil. I tested the ignition coil, and if I'm doing it right, that seems to be okay as well. So I'm not really sure where to go here. I also tested the connector going to the ignition coil. One of them only had like 1 volt, so I don't know if it's just not getting enough volts or if I have to crank it to make sure it has volts. I was pretty sure that it was supposed to have 12 volt power all the time on the white wire on that wire leading up to the sensor, but I'm not 100% sure. So if any of you guys know anything more about that, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and hopefully get this Jeep started and continue to start and stay running. Let me tell you what, that crankshaft position sensor, not a fun thing to replace. The wiring's here. I have it disconnected at the moment, trying something out. And you can't even see down in there, but it's on top of the bell housing. Let's go under and I'll show you. Can't even get you up in there. Yeah, but it's up there. But there she is in all her glory, and I still don't have a name for it. It's No Name Jeep. A lot of people have really cool suggestions. I think my favorite so far that I've heard recently was Q-Tip. And that's great for it being a white Jeep, but I may end up painting it it may not stay white. It's gonna have a really cool paint job. I'll kind of keep that a secret until I'm sure I can make that paint job happen. It's gonna take a little bit of effort on my part, but I want to get it running and moving before winter hits, so I can snow blow around it at least. Even if I don't get anything done over winter on it, I want to be able to move it. So that's the main priority right now, is getting it started and able to start every time and run and move. So I hope you guys like that little update. I'm gonna try to do more updates as I do more on this Jeep and build it up. So if you guys like seeing these updates, give this video a thumbs up. I'd like to hear your feedback, and maybe you guys can give some insight to why this Jeep may not be starting. I am really hesitant in trying a new crankshaft position sensor, just because I believe this one is good, and I think something may be up with the wiring. So I'm gonna have to dig into it a little bit more and see if I can figure out what's wrong. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay bearded, stay Jeepin'. I'm out.